Hello, welcome back everybody to the Blitzburg Coverage Podcast. I'm your host, K freaking Mac Man, back again in the fold. Friday, man, here we go. Haven't done a podcast episode in a hot minute. Not since that Minnesota performance. We're fresh off the bye week, getting some brothers back. So let's talk about it, man. Pittsburgh at home versus the Cleveland Browns, first divisional game of the season. In comes Dillon Gabriel, Oregon quarterback, rookie, second start. Browns coming off of a last-second loss to the Minnesota Vikings. Played a really good game. I'll say the Browns probably should have won that, but as usual, they find a way to lose. And Steelers, bye week, coming off of a big win over the Minnesota Vikings in Ireland, back home for their second home game of the season. Let's talk about it. First off, the Browns have a very good defense, so we have a good defense as well. Though we bend too much, we don't break. I think this is going to be a lower scoring game. The Browns can't really move the ball too well. They can't really score too many points. Quinshon Judkins, the rookie running back, missed the first couple of weeks. He actually looks really good. He's probably their only bright spot on offense, outside of maybe David Njoku or Harold Fannin, rookie tight end out of Bowling Green. So they got two good tight ends, and I think they're going to look to utilize those guys through the air, Judkins through the ground. Jerry Jeudy was a good receiver for them last year, but really this year hasn't really. It just can't really get the ball to him, so not really too worried about him. So I think first and foremost, stop the run and make Gabriel beat you through the air. He's a lefty, so that's kind of weird, I guess. But really, it's all the fucking same thing. The only that changes is, I guess TJ Watt's not going to be the blind. Is going to be the. Yeah, now he's going to be the blind side edge rusher. So, whatever. It's all the same fucking thing. It makes no difference to us. Whether they're a lefty, righty, whatever. But nonetheless, your boy will be there Sunday. I will be there Sunday. I'm going to the game. It's a brisk Saturday. It's a brisk Friday morning here where I am. It's about 50 degrees. I mean, take a look, man. I know if you're listening to the show, you can't really see it, but if you're watching it, you can hear it. I mean, it's gorgeous out. You can hear the birds, nature. Nature is calling. And it's honestly crazy because, like, I woke up the other day and I was like, My gut is just telling me I need to be there for this game. I don't know what it is, but my birthday's next week, so let's go do it, you know. Then I'll be there another 2 weeks, so I'll be there this week and then another 2 weeks, so I'm cool with it. But let's get back to the game, stay on task. This is a massive game for Pittsburgh. Massive game. We're 3-1. First place in our division, first division game. The Ravens coming off of a loss versus the Texans. They got throttled. The Browns are the Browns. And the Bengals are going to bungle. So, you know, the division is ours for the taking. And that starts Sunday. You know, say we get to 4-1. That's massive. Say the Ravens lose. Now they're like 2-4 or something. 2-5. I don't know. They're all 2-win teams. And we could be with 4 wins, with the ability then to get to 5 wins Thursday, which we'll get to Thursday when we get to Thursday. But I'm just saying, man, we have a huge opportunity to take advantage of this division within the next 4 days. So it starts Sunday versus the Browns. We're favorites right now. I think we're 4.5-point favorites. And you know, this is one of those games where it's like, is this a trap game? Everybody's picking us. We're coming off a bye week. Are we going to come out slow? You know, just waking up? Or are we going to come out hot, firing? I don't know, but we are going to be getting some players back on defense. Alex Highsmith should be returning. It looks like he's been back practicing again, so that's good to see. Joey Porter Jr. is back practicing. It looks like he'll be good to go. Jalen Ramsey is probably going to be out the next 2 games at least. And then look to get him back versus the Packers on that Sunday night game. So hopefully that happens. And yeah, I mean, on the offensive side, Calvin Austin III probably isn't going to play Sunday. Probably won't play Thursday. It's hard to imagine if you can't play Sunday, you'll be able to play Thursday. But Ramsey is at least warming up with the team beforehand, just isn't able to practice fully. So the signs are there, but the hamstring, those can be tricky at times. Don't want to re-aggravate it. We're going to need him for the long haul. Though these next 2 games are very important. Let's not rush him back. We're going to need, the full slate of everyone back in the fold if we want to do what we need to do. But, yeah, like I said, this game Sunday, I think, the Browns defense, one of the best in the league. They don't allow a lot of points. They don't allow a lot of big plays. And they sure as fuck don't allow a lot of rushing plays. So we will be getting Jaylen Warren back. That's big. Broderick Jones is going to have his hands full with Myles Garrett. Obviously, I talk a lot of smack about Myles Garrett, but he's great in his own right. I just, there's just nothing needs to be said when it comes to him and the whole TJ Watt thing. It's like, come on. And so, yeah, they did trade away Greg Newsome for Tyson Campbell, cornerback trade. I guess the Browns lost that trade because that Campbell guy really isn't even that good. So I don't know why they would do that. That makes no sense to me. I don't know. The Browns just do weird things. I mean, they just traded away Joe Flacco to the Bengals, which you started him the first month. Why didn't you just start? I don't know. I don't even need to talk about the Browns. The Browns are just the Browns. They'll just do Brown things. So Sunday, man, could you imagine? Right? Let's envision a picture where, because I do think the Bengals are playing the Packers Sunday, right? Flacco's going to be starting. They already announced that. So the Bengals are playing the Packers. Ravens are playing the Rams. Steelers play the Browns. So there's a realistic scenario in which those 3 teams will have 2 wins and we'll have 4. Okay, well, let's get to Thursday. We get the 5 wins. The Bengals, they had 2 wins. The Ravens, I don't even know who the fuck they play next. I don't really care. Without Lamar Jackson, they're in trouble. With Lamar Jackson, they're in trouble anyways because their defense is absolutely abysmal. Though a lot of that is injury related, but still, the Ravens defense is not the Ravens defense. I know I'm spending this podcast talking a lot about other teams, but I mean, they matter because, they are in our division and, we haven't won this division in 5 years. That's just the reality of the situation. Though last year we should have won it, but we absolutely crumbled down the second half of the season. Absolutely crumbled that opportunity. So here's, that's just, my gut's telling me there's no way we'll lose Sunday. And especially with me being there, I'm going to be sick if we lose. But we're not going to lose. We're not going to lose to a rookie quarterback in Pittsburgh after a bye week. Mike Tomlin's record against rookie quarterbacks is phenomenal. Our defense is pretty much healthy. I mean, I know we don't have Jalen Ramsey, but I do think that Darius Slay and Joey Porter on the outside with Brandon Echols on the inside is good enough to beat the Browns. Brandon Echols has honestly been I don't think he's been talked about enough. I think he's been a very underrated signing for the Steelers. And I didn't expect him to really be like, I'm not saying he's really good, but I liked what I've seen out of him when he's played, especially in the slot. He's made some key tackles. He's made a couple of good plays. I mean, what's there to really hate about? I know sometimes he'll play a lot of soft zone coverage, which that's whatever. But, let's see it, man. What are we going to do with Herbig and Highsmith? TJ, and then Jack Sawyer as LLB, the edge 4. I like that rotation. Let's see how they handle Highsmith snaps. I mean, I would assume, on third downs, Herbig definitely comes in for sure. But I'm excited, man. I just want to see the trio of Herbig, Highsmith, and TJ healthy for once. Like, the past 2 years, we have not really seen that too often. And when we have, those three cause damage. They cause havoc. They even had that package last year against the Browns. They rushed 3. They get a sack on Winston. I mean, they rushed those 3, and it's just like, good luck, man. I want to see, we really got to see in that Minnesota game some exotic blitz packages. Deshaun Elliott blitzing, 7 guys coming at you. You don't know who's coming where. So I expect some of that kind of stuff to be thrown at this young quarterback. I know Dillon Gabriel has played 4 or 5 years in college, but NFL is a different thing, dude. NFL is so much faster. The players are better. The quality of play is better. The players are better, faster. It's just everything more. So let's see it. I mean, I think the Steelers win this game. I know if we score 20, we'll win. That to me is always the number 20. But give me Steelers 21, Browns 16. Give me Steelers 21, Browns 16. Again, this is going to be a scrappy dogfight. This isn't going to be an easy game. I fully expect the Browns defense to give our offense lots of fits. Denzel Ward is pretty solid. Grant Delpit's a good safety. I'm not really sure who's on that D-line, personally, besides Myles Garrett. I know they got a good young rookie linebacker, Carson Schweizenser or something. I don't know. But, at some point, your defense can only play so good. They're going to get tired, and, let's see what all A-Rod's got cooking up this week. I expect, hopefully DK Metcalf gets fed the ball. I like it when we get him going early. Slants, screen plays. He's got to catch the ball. Because that guy, he can move, man. When he catches the ball, the yards. I think we lead the league in yards after catch. Or we're up there for sure. That's definitely a thing. But I'll be curious to see, if Calvin Austin III's down, who's going to get those snaps? Is it going to be Scotty Miller, Ben Skoranek, or Roman Wilson? Is Roman Wilson going to get a chance? I mean, I'm not sure. According to Tomlin, we've been playing so much big men personnel, 2 wide receiver sets. The snaps haven't been there for Roman Wilson, so it's mainly been, 2 or 3 tight ends. And Pat Freiermuth hasn't really got any snaps either. Same with Jonnu Smith the past couple of weeks, because according to Tomlin, Darnell Washington's going to get more snap utilization against these 4-3 defensive scheme teams, which makes sense. But, he also reiterated, if you're playing, great edge rushers, you don't really want Pat Freiermuth, Jonnu Smith against those guys, and I'm fine with that. I have no problem with Darnell Washington seeing more snaps. I'm all for it, because that motherfucker's, he's just good. You want him to block, he can move motherfuckers. You want him to catch, he can catch. He's just a team player, but it's like, why did we pay Pat Freiermuth then if we're not going to use him? Like, outside of that play against the Seahawks in the red zone, I haven't even seen Freiermuth. We haven't said Muth. We haven't said none of that. Jonnu's gotten a little bit, but, in Arthur Smith's scheme, we're supposed to be utilizing tight ends. We're not utilizing tight ends. I know Pat can't really block that good, but I don't know. It's just like, does that mean down the stretch of the season we're just going to not use Freiermuth in the game? Like, I don't know. I mean, I like Darnell Washington for sure, but, he's definitely a better blocker. Probably one of the best blockers on the team, but Freiermuth is a good passing weapon, up the seams, vertical threat. I don't know what I don't know. I mean, I know I'm not sure, man. I'm not saying the top 10 tight end or anything, but to not even give him a couple passes a game is just kind of wild to me. We pay him all that money, we don't even use him. So I guess with us playing cover 2, that also has to do with us not playing a lot of deep plays. I don't know. A lot of underneath stuff, which that explains why Rodgers has to throw the ball so quick. Plus, the offensive line can't protect the freaking. They can't block. I mean, I will say they looked a lot better in that Minnesota game, and maybe post bye week there's some little, couple adjustments they can make, but we'll see. But yeah, Broderick Jones has his hands full the next couple of weeks. You're talking Myles Garrett, Trey Hendrickson, Micah Parsons / Rashawn Gary, and then I think after that's the Colts. So he's definitely looked better since week 1, I'll say that, but there's definitely still room to grow for that line, especially with how young they are, as I've mentioned. So I think I touched on my key points today. Bit of a longer show, but it has been a while since we've done a video, so I think this was necessary. I just wanted to talk about the game, kind of recap some things, injuries and all that. But yeah, I mean, I would like to see Roland Wilson play more. I don't know why. I mean, why not give him a chance? We need another receiver. I like Calvin Austin III. I thought, and we don't even utilize 3 wide receiver sets, which again, I guess has to do with preferably using our big man packages, which is, 2 or 3 tight ends, and then utilizing Spencer Anderson as an extra lineman to block, which we utilized last week, which fucking led to a massive running day. So I don't really care how it gets done. I just want to see the wins. But just some things are kind of perplexing at times with this team and the way we run things. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a fan at the end of the day. And yeah, I think we get this win. I feel good about it. I haven't seen a loss in person since 2018 against the Kansas City Chiefs, week 2 at home. So let's see, 2019 I saw a dub, no games 2020 because COVID. 2021 I saw 3 games, which consisted of Denver Broncos, Bears, Browns. 2022 no games because I didn't really feel like it, and Kenny Pickett, TJ was hurt. 2023 I saw the Browns. And, oh, fuck, I forgot about that Patriots game. Shit. Yeah, my apologies. The last time I saw a loss in person was Thursday night at home against the Patriots. That sucked. But, or was that 20? No, that was 23. Yeah, so, basically in the last 7 years, I'm basically undefeated, okay? I've only seen 1 loss. And I don't really count it because Mitch Trubisky was just a joke. That was... We all know what Mitch Trubisky was. I tried to bow myself into that one, but Mitch Trubisky's just the backup. That's nothing, no ill will towards him, but he's just the backup quarterback. But anyways, I'm out of here. You guys have a great weekend, a great Friday. Let's go Pittsburgh. Here we go. Blitzburgh Coverage Podcast. We are everywhere. Facebook, Twitter /X, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Share it, love it, review it. Comment down below. What do you guys think of the game Sunday? Questions, comments, concerns, anything. Feedback is highly appreciated. Starting to get a little following on TikTok. 100 followers. Really appreciate it, guys. I'm trying to grow this channel, so please subscribe, follow, and yeah, I don't really need to say anything else. Just get ready for another Steeler game Sunday. We know how that's going to go. It's always, I would be lying to you if I said I don't like it, but sometimes I really don't like it. Can we just beat the piss out of the Browns? Like, can we just beat them up like 21-3 or something? I don't know, but and I know it's going to come down to like a Chris Boswell field goal or defense needs a stop. How else would you want it? I'm out of here. Peace.